What's up? What's going on? How you guys doing? This is Sway from The Hook, and I just stood up with the boys from Nickelback. As you can see, because I am so powerful, so strong, so built, I was actually intimidating the band, as you can see, like intimidating them, pushing them into the corner of doom within this hotel room. You can check it out if you didn't know. It's the guns. It's the guns, dog. So how's it been since you've been in Toronto?
We don't get here as much as we would like to. I love coming to Toronto. I always have a good time. Here for like 24 hours and fly back to LA and then do some stuff there and then fly back home to Vancouver.
Burning desert, Arctic, burning desert, rainforest.
You guys like popping vitamins all day just to deal with the different climate changes and everything?
In the form of Heineken, yeah. That's my vitamins.
So, I mean, how do you guys feel? Are you excited? You got a new record coming out?
Got a new record coming out, you know. Trying to make as many people aware of that as humanly possible. You know, we spent like 7 months giving birth to the damn thing. It's time to like go, be free, go do what you will do.
You recorded with Mutt Lange.
Yeah.
And to me, I was like, did you guys see his castle? Apparently he lives in a castle, and I'm like, I want to hear some stories about this castle.
Apparently he doesn't live in a castle.
Oh!
We did Google Earth some of his properties, though. It was pretty impressive. Yeah, impressive.
I always thought that he was, you know, going to do a couple more Shania records and that would be it. And, you know, I think a lot of people regarded him as retired.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't know if it was just going to be some co-writing or if he was just going to produce a couple songs. And then it just went really, really well. And we were all, you know, we have the same sense of humor and we, just a lot in common. He loves Canadians. And he moved into my house for 6 months.
Mutt Lange moves in your house?
Yeah, it was
Do you have a castle?
No, I just live in Vancouver, and but I've got a studio there, and so we just did everything right there, and it was great, and very, very sad to see him go.
He would run with stuff where you're saying, this is ridiculous.
Like meticulous?
Just like weird, you're going, that's terrible, and then 4 hours later it turned into this, he saw further than that.
Yeah.
And they put some effects on it, does this, detunes it, you're like, holy cow, that sounds wicked.
And it would lead us someplace. And it would
the domino.
And we'd be like, oh, that's really cool. And then we would all start moving off in some other direction from not being afraid to try.
Yeah.
You know, and we can be very set in our ways and be very like, no, it's not going to work. And we know right off the bat, it's like, no, it's not going to, you know, but that.
Especially in drum tracks.
Oh, God. But that, you know, getting yourself in that mindset where don't be afraid to try stuff, because I mean he would even preempt with, okay, this is probably going to sound ridiculous, but let's try just, you know, and he'd just start making some weird noises and stuff, and then it would always lead somewhere every time.
You guys know this song. Come on, how's it go? I'm a rock star. The only song that comes to me is like, look at this photograph. That's the only song that comes to me right now. You know what? This always happens. I forget to ask a question, man. And you know what? One thing I wanted to ask was when, you know, Bill Gibbons played on the last record, what was it like working with Bill Gibbons? And did they get to touch his beard? Because I would want to touch his beard. That was my question. Press play for video now.
What is it like? I mean, not a lot of bands can get to that stature, you know? And what is it like being at that level, I guess, you know?
You know, the more fans you get, the harder you have to work, because you're trying to keep all of them, you know? Hey, we're greedy that way. We want our fans, we want your fans, we want everybody's fans. And it just gets harder and harder, and you got to put in that much more effort into absolutely everything. And that's why our records sound so diverse from one end to the other. We don't just make music for one kind of person. We try to make, we're not one of those bands that's like, nope, we just want, you know, the hipsters, or we just want the college kids, or we just want the teenagers, or we just want whatever. I just think that you're never going to keep everybody happy, but you can try.
Hey, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Chad, and we're from Nickelback, and you have been hooked.